Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Victor Obasuyi. Due to popular demands, I did a video last time on when is the best time to start talking to your kids about career choices for university. And somebody wrote me and said, can you do one on when is the best time to start talking to kids about money? So I said, why not? Whatever opinion I give right now is mine. It's not cast in stone. But usually I like to reference to whatever happened to me in real life. So I'm going to tell you a short story. My son is 14 right now. So about 4 years ago, we went into Future Shop, an electronics store. And like every other kid, he was going from one aisle to the other, picking up items. Before we left home, he had told me he wanted just one toy that we needed to get. So I said, okay. From one toy, we ended up with about 5. So I was like, all right. So we got to the, at the checkout, I told the cashier to ring everything in. Total how much? Told me how much it was. I think about almost $200. We had left home intending to spend $40 or $50 for what he said he wanted. So I told my son, I said, you know what, we over budget. So what I'm going to do, I'll pay for the $40 or $50 that we left home, toy that we needed to, or that we came here to get. So the extra one, I told him, we'll pay for it and you can have it, but we're going to have to pay for it with your money. So like, which money? I said, the one your savings, because he has little. He has money that he saves from his little chores that he does at home. So like, no, you can't do that. So I said, why not? He said, Dad, you know that Joshua, he has a friend called Joshua at school who, they're very close. So I think Joshua's parents kind of run the same kind of plan that we have at home. You do certain chores. If you go over and above that, you get an extra amount of money. So that extra amount of money, both of them keep it, and they tend to do who has more money than the other. So he told me, said Joshua will then have, if we take out of his money to pay, that means we're taking almost $150. Joshua will now have a lot more money than him. So I said, good. My son, let's look at it from the other way. If I take out an extra $150 to pay for those extra toys, that means Joshua's dad is going to be $150 richer than I am. So like, really? Of course. Do you want Joshua to be richer than you? He said no. And then I don't want Joshua's dad to be richer than me. So he said, so what are we going to do? I said, what we will do, we'll return with the other ones that you don't need. We'll take the one you need. So like, that's fair enough. So I said, good. So we paid for the one that he needed, which was the one that we actually left home for. Then we dropped the others. On our way home, I told him, I said, this is the best time to start talking to this boy about money. So I asked him, I said, do you understand why we did what we did just now? No. So I said, okay, I want you to understand that there's a difference between need and want. I said, need is a necessity, something that you really, really need. Want, on the other hand, is luxury. Luxury is something that you get from extra money that you have after you've paid for what you need. I said, if not, if you keep buying what you want, you end up having to sell what you want to get what you need. Or the other way around, you might end up with so many things that you want and not be able to afford what you need. So I said, okay. So did you get it? He said, yes. So I said, that's very good. And since that time, every time I always ask him, do you need it or do you want it? And he got the message. So I think as parents, we tend to underestimate the power of thinking that our kids have, or the ability to process information. If you don't tell them, they don't know, or you believe they don't know. But if you tell them, they are able to process it. After that episode, every time he gives me a list of what he wants. So I say, want, write them down. Need, write them down. I believe there are so many adults that cannot tell the difference between want and need. It took me a long time to be able to figure the difference out. So I talked to him based on my own life experience. It is not fair for your kids to make the same mistakes that you made. Of course, a lot of people tell you that, look, they learn from mistakes. True. But some mistakes can be very costly. So if you have the opportunity, why not avoid it? And that's how I started talking to him about money and spending, and he got it. So I believe maybe 10, 11, you can start teaching them, and you'll be amazed at how much or how fast they learn. Even as adults, a lot of us still need to learn these things, and we learn every day. You know, financial intelligence is not something that's taught in school. Most times you learn it, and you tend to learn the hard way. So people that are fortunate enough to have had parents that have gone through it and share the experience with them should appreciate it. Thank you so much. This is my take on it. My name again is Dr. Victor Obasuyi. And if you think you've learned one or two things from this video, please feel free. Share the video, like the video, share them, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Most of these things might seem like common sense to some people, or to you my viewer, but to a lot of others, it is not. And that's why we need to share the videos. Thank you.